Hello, my name is Wienerkur. This will be a shiur in honor of my good friend Sarah Lam Dratch, and I hope she should have a refuah shlema v'karov, Sarah Rivka Bas Mindel. The topic is Perek Yud in Tehillim. The question is it really Perek Yud? Or is it in fact a sequel to Perek Tes? The Perek does not start with any introduction, such as Mizmor LeDavid. Rashi says in his commentary to Megillah, mentioning our pasuk Tes Vav, we'll see later, that Perek Tes and Perek Yud are one Perek. So this is Perek Tes, the sequel. Reb Shimshon Hirsch says Perek Tes is about nationally fighting evil. Perek Yud is about the individual fighting evil. Finally, regarding the introduction, the Targum HaShivim, the Septuagint, has Prakim Tes and Yud as one Perek. Perek Yud opens, Loma Hashem tamod brachok, talim li'itot batzara. Why, Hashem, do you stand aloof? Do you conceal yourself in times of distress? It's very similar to Moshe's plea in Parshas Ki Sisa. Loma Hashem yecher apcha b'yamecha. What does it mean Hashem is aloof? The Medrash Shocher Tov explains, Hashem is aloof because we refuse to come close. If we wish to be close, Hashem will be close also. Pasuk Beis, Begavas Rasha Yidlak Oni, Yitafsu, Bimzimo Zucha Shavu. In the wicked one's haughtiness, he hunts down the poor, who are caught in the schemes they have contrived. The Mefarshim discuss who's caught. Are the poor caught in the schemes contrived by the rich, or long term are the rich themselves caught in the schemes they have contrived? The Das Mikra explains that this pasuk is the beginning of the thoughts of the Rasha. The pasuk uses the word yidlak, which we might translate as to burn. The Dat Mikra says, Kalim hayu rodfeinu min ishrei shamayim, al heharim delakunu, to hunt, to pursue, ki delakta acharai, bracious, Parshas Vayetze, Yaakov and Lavan. The Sharei Tshuva mentions our pasuk, speaking of the terrible, terrible midah of arrogance, of gaiva. Gaiva causes other sins. Pasuk Gimel, Ki hileil rasha al tavas nafsho uvotzea beirech nietz Hashem. When the wicked man glories in his personal desire, and the robber praises himself that he has blasphemed Hashem. Rav Moshe ben Sion knows I like psukim and trup. There's a psik, a vertical line between the penultimate word in this pasuk and the last word in the pasuk. We wouldn't want to say the word blasphemy connected, God forbid, to the word Hashem. Nietz, psik, Hashem. The Rashba in his Chuvas quotes our pasuk, as does the Gemara in many places, speaking about the well-known discussion between the Rambam and the Ravid, whether one makes a bracha rishona, bracha achrona on forbidden foods, even if those foods are eaten beheter. Pasuk Daled, the Rasha's thoughts continue. Rasha, kigova apo bal yidrosh. Ein Elokim kol mezim osov. The wicked man in the pride of his countenance. One could translate af as face, nose, anger. Anger also a horrible midah. The Ramban writes in his letter to his son that anger leads to many, many more averos. All his schemes are, quote, there is no divine judge. Rashi in this pasuk uses the words of Elisha ben Avuya, leis din, leis dayan. Pasuk hey. Yochilu derachov b'chol eis, maromish batecha minegdo, kol tzararav yafiach bahem. His ways are always successful. Your judgments are far removed for him. All his foes, he puffs at them. The wicked man always seems to be successful. This yafiach, which Rashi translates that he puffs, to blow, similar to the slang in English, to blow someone off. The Radak says no. It's pach, like a trap. The wicked man always seems to have the right trap to ensnare the poor man, the tzaddik. Pasuk Vov, Amar b'libo balemot, ledor v'dor asher lo v'ra. The wicked man says in his heart, I shall not falter. Throughout generations I will be without adversity. The wicked man thinks, says the Malbim, that he's exempt from suffering. And now we see Psukim Zayin Ches Tes and Yud, the deeds of the Rasha. Ola pihu molei Umirmos vatoch, tachas lishono amol va'oven. His mouth is filled with false oaths, with deception, with malice. Under his tongue are mischief and iniquity. Radak explains when the Rasha speaks with full mouth, he believes what he says. Even if he doesn't believe what he says it in such a way that he expects you will believe it. Psukim Ches and Tes, the Das Mikra explains, compare the evil man to an animal. Yeshe b'marov chatzerim, b'mistarim yarog naki, enov l'chel choyitz ponu. He waits in ambush near open cities. In hidden places he murders the innocent. His eyes spy on the helpless. This is similar to Rashi's statement at the beginning of Parsha Shlach regarding the Meraglim. Habemachanim im b'mivtzorim. It's counterintuitive. One would think that the walled cities have stronger people in them. No, says Rashi, unwalled cities means they're completely confident. This word, lichelcha, the second to last word in the pasuk, Rashi says it's spelled ches lamed chaf hey. It means ches yud lamed chaf sofit. Unusual. Chelcha, your army. He also quotes Menachem ibn Saruk that it means helpless. It appears only 3 times in the whole Torah, all 3 times in this Perek. Pasuk Tes, Yerov b'mistar k'aryeh v'suko, Yerov lachtof ani, yachtof ani v'mashcho v'rishto. He lurks in hiding like a lion in his lair. He lurks to seize the poor. Then he seizes the poor when he draws his net. The Radak says 2 parts here. Number 1, like a lion he waits to pounce on the innocent person at the last minute. Furthermore, this example of the net, the man catching the bird in his net, the Russia has a decoy, says the Radak. Has a decoy to make people think all is well, all is safe, pass by, and then the Russia also pounces. Pasuk Yud, notice a Kriyu Kesiv. Yitke Yoshoach, v'nafal ba'atzumov. Notice this phrase right here. Chel ko'im. He lowers himself, he crouches, and the helpless, again according to Menachem, fall prey to his mighty limbs. Menachem says there are 15 times in the Torah where 2 words are put together to read as one. 2 are found in Chumash. Vatomer le'ah ba God, which is spelled Bet Gimel Dalid, but of course means ba, Bet Aleph, and then Gimel Dalid when God was born, which Rashi says ba Mazel Tov. And the second one in Chumash is Eish Das Lomo. In V'zos HaBracha, in honor of Sarah, I should point out that pasuk appears 2 psukim before the pasuk Torah Tzivalonu Moshe with that magic word Morasha Kehilas Yaakov. Pasuk Yud Aleph, which is the last pasuk of the Rasha, here where he thinks he is free of Onesh. Amar b'libo shachach kel histir panav bal rola netzach. He says in his heart, God has forgotten, he has hidden his face, he will never see. As we said earlier, this Perek is the sequel to Perek Tes. Perek Tes, Pasuk Yud Gimel, a Pasuk we know from Shabbos morning davening. This is its counterpart. Ki doresh damim osam zachar lo shachach tzakas anavim. And now we move into part 2, starting with Pasuk Yud Beis. We daven to Hashem to get rid of the evil person, but again, as Bruria taught her husband Rabbi Meir, Gemara Brachas Daf Yud, we don't daven that the evil should die. We daven that they should do tshuva and stop doing evil. Pasuk Yud Beis. Kumo Hashem, Kel Nesor Yodecha, Al Tishkach Anovim. Again, a Kriyu Ksiv, the Minchas Shai says, it's spelled Aniyim, poor man, it's pronounced Anavim, humble man. Often that's the same kind of person. Also, Kumo Hashem, the Medrash says, there are 5 times that the Kumo Hashem language appears in Tehillim. We know that the number 5 is a big motif in Tehillim. There are 5 books of Tehillim. Pasuk Yud Gimel. Almeh ni'etz rasha Elokim. Again here, there's a psik between the word rasha and Elokim. Omar b'libo lo sidrosh. Why does the wicked man blaspheme God? Because he says in his heart, you will not avenge. Pasuk Yud Daled. Ra Isa. It's 1 word in the pasuk, but it's a full sentence. You do see. Ki ata amal v'chas Tabit laseis biyadecha. Alecha yazov. Again, here's the word chelcha. Yasom atahayita ozer. But you do see, for you observe mischief and vexation, to dispense punishment is in your power. The helpless rely on you, the orphan. You are the helper. Rashi here explains Hashem gives power to the Rasha to succeed. Unfortunately, that's true, but given what the Das Mikra says about this part of the Perek, it would seem that Rashi is shver. Tezvav, Shavor Zra Rasha, Vara Tidrosh Risho Val Timtza. Break the power of the wicked, the bad one. You will search for his wickedness and find it not. Rashi believes this is referring to Esav HaRasha. The Gemara I referenced earlier notes that Barech Aleinu is the 9th bracha in Shemona Esrei, the bracha of Parnasa, because there are unscrupulous people who raise the prices. We daven Hashem should bless our Parnasas. We're honest. We try to be honest. But wait a minute, there's the 10th parak, not the 9th parak. See above where we say Prakim Tes and Yud go together. Tes Zayin. Shem Melech Olam Va'ed Avdu Goyim Me'artso. Hashem is king forever and ever, when the nations have perished from his earth. Rashi says, first the wicked perish, then Hashem is king. Radak says the other way around. First Hashem becomes king, and then the wicked will perish. The Malbim says, flesh and blood king, ein melech beloam. But we know Hashem, as we say in Adon Olam, Hu hayah, v'hu oveh, v'hu yiyeh. Yud, Zayin, ta'avas anavim shamata Hashem, tachin libam, takshiv aznecha. The desire of the humble you have heard, Hashem. Guide their heart. Let your ear be attentive. The Gemara in Brachas uses this pasuk, speaking of Rabbi Akiva's intense kavana. It was so strong, he didn't realize during his Amidah, during his Shemon Esrei, that he'd be in another part of the room, having started in a different place. And the Perek concludes, Lishpot Yosam Vadach, Bal Yosifod La'arotz Enosh Min Haaretz, to champion the orphan and the downtrodden, so he shall no longer be terrified in earthly mortal. Rashi explains, referring to Yishmael and Esav, but a very fitting pasuk to end. My good friends Mark and Sarah, who are always championing the downtrodden. Hashem should give Sarah, Rivka, Bas Mindel, Refuah Shalema, B'so Chole Yisrael.